Welcome to Problem Solve, the podcast where me and a special co-host solve all your problems really easily, probably.
Problems? Are you kidding me? I don't have any problems. Okay, I might have a few, but I can work on them with you. Come on.
Hello.
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 I'm Jeff Gunther,
I'm Alex Moskovich.
and you're listening to
Problem Solved. Wow.
That was good.
Was it?
I'm Jeff Gunther, your therapist's favorite therapist. Could I get away with saying that?
Your therapist's favorite therapist.
your therapist's favorite therapist.
Yeah.
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 That's sure you can get away with saying it. You're
Sure.
saying it.
I just got away with it.
Yeah.
How you doing?
I'm good.
You're good?
Yeah, I feel much better than I did last time.
Yeah.
I was super on cold medicine last
you were.
time.
Yeah.
And I listened back to our episode.
Yeah.
It sounded like I was on cold medicine.
You didn't tell me that you were on cold medicine. I'm learning that now.
Yeah, I had some serious congestion.
Yeah.
I was trying to get ahead of it.
Mm-hmm.
And I got a little weird on cold medicine.
You get a little weird?
Oh, yeah.
A little goofy? A little kooky?
A little kooky, a little zany.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Yeah, a little silly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was a silly goose last time.
You were.
I guess I'm always kind of a silly goose.
You were a silly goose. We also, just for transparency's sake, we had a new editor. So that editor kind of edited it in an interesting way.
Yeah.
That isn't usually typical. And then I was like, hey, don't do that anymore. And he's like, yeah, cool, I won't.
Uh-huh.
Anyways, so that last episode might have sounded a little, we got some feedback.
Yeah.
But it was a different vibe.
Yeah, a little different. But, this one's back to normal. Just your old friends.
That's right.
Your old friends are here.
Yeah.
Yeah, how are you doing?
I'm good. I'm doing pretty good.
You on cold medicine this week?
I'm not on cold medicine this week.
Oh, mazel. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Love that for you.
I'm trying to think if there's anything interesting that's been going on.
Anything interesting going on?
God, no. Like, I'm excited about the Nintendo Switch 2 that's coming out in a couple of weeks, but that's not interesting for this.
They're making
podcast.
a new one?
Nintendo Switch 2. Yeah, a new Switch.
What's up with the new Switch?
It's stronger and faster. It's more powerful.
Harder, better?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, good. Cool.
So, yeah. New Mario Kart game is going to be launching with the system.
Oh, shit.
Right?
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
No, who cares?
Oh, I do. I care. I'm going to talk about Mario Kart for 30 seconds.
Okay.
You can hit the 30-second skip button.
Can I time it?
On your podcast, yes.
Okay, hang on.
And you tell me when 30 seconds is up. Hold on, people. Don't hit 30-second skip yet. This is like a fun, interactive
Do you like this?
podcast. Yeah.
Okay, ready, set, go.
Okay, so there's this new thing on Mario Kart where you can get in your little cart and drive on the tracks. And if you want to go off the track, you can go off the track, which is like, why would you want to do that? But I've been wanting to do that since I was 7 years old.
To go off track.
To just go off track. But there's these boundaries. You're not allowed to do that on like all the Mario Kart games. But now on the new one, you can. And then I was like, this is silly. Like, what would you do? Just drive around? There's nothing to even do. But then I was like, you know what? My 7-year-old self will be happy.
Okay, that's it.
Anyways.
That's your time.
Okay.
Wait a second.
Nope, that was it.
I want to talk about Mario Kart for a second.
Do you want me to time you for 30 seconds?
No.
Okay.
This won't take 30 seconds, I assure you.
Okay.
You know that little guy who picks you up? There's like, you go off track.
Yeah, the little cloud man who just
Yeah.
like lifts you up with a fishing rod.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So he's not
He's not-
obsolete. He's obsolete.
That's a really great question, Alex.
He's out of work.
They're
In Trump's America, lost a job.
I think, yeah, he's out of work except for on Rainbow Road, which
Sure.
classically you fall off of.
Yeah.
He'll have to pick you up from. But any other place, yeah, he's not there to put you back on.
I wish that guy existed for me in real life. I wish when I got off track, that little cloud guy would get me with his little fishing pole.
Yeah.
Right me.
I
Put me
wish-
in the right direction.
I wish that for you as well.
Think one day.
Mm-hmm.
One day. Someday. We have an interesting batch.
We do have an interesting batch of questions.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm going to try to answer them real good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm taking notes today.
Oh, you are. Uh-huh.
I'm doing notes.
You're real serious.
I think I sound, should I even say this? I
Say it.
know I'm going to just like, people are going to, whatever. I think I sound dumb on this podcast. I have mentioned it before.
Mm-hmm.
I try to be unprepared.
Mm-hmm.
I like to be a little off the cuff
Mm-hmm.
for this one. And when I listen back, I'm like, oh, dummy, what are we doing? What are we doing? Real negative self-talk.
Right.
So I'm trying to challenge that negative self-talk because I'm going to heed my own advice as a therapist. And I'm also going to take notes today. And we'll see how it feels. I already don't like it. Like in this moment, I don't like it.
You don't like that you have notes in front of you.
It just like feels too much like work.
Oh, yeah. We just want to be playful.
I'm just trying to play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So is this entertaining
Is
for
this
people?
content?
Is this content?
Here's even better content. I think you have
Yeah.
like a couple eyelashes that like, if you
Ugh.
want to, they just fell off. Okay, they're gone. You got them.
Oh my God, 2 wishes.
Yeah.
Okay, hang on. Can you set a 30-second timer?
Yeah. Alex needs 30 seconds to make this wish in silence.
Yeah, shut up. I'm trying to think.
Go do it. As she thinks about it, I want to urge everybody to leave a review for us. You see, the algorithms will show our podcast more if you leave a review. And now she's blowing it out. And I think one of her wishes was for you to leave a review, a 5-star review.
Don't ruin it.
okay.
Now they won't do it.
Oh, shit.
No, but do leave a 5-star review. Tell us what you like. And go to therapyjeff.com/podcast to record your question.
Are you ready for our first?
Yeah. Yeah, I was born ready.
Here we go.
Whoa.
Did you like that? That was a Mario Kart.
Yeah, it was cute. That was cute.
Okay, this is my third time recording this question because I'm so nervous. Hi, I'm Jenny. I'm 23 years old, and I'm a heterosexual cis woman from southern Germany. And I have a boyfriend. He is 27 years old and from Turkey. And so far, we had a really fulfilling relationship. For sure, we had our ups and downs, but yes, at the end of the day, we really love each other. We want to stay with each other. And we always had a really thriving sex life. He's really creative when it comes to bedroom activities. I'm very open too when it comes to stuff like that. And especially in the beginning, we had really crazy moments together. Then we had our ups and downs. It got a little less. Then it was a little bit better for some time. But right now, both of us dealing with some medical issues, both of us dealing with depressions for a long time. And I have ADHD and got medicated like 4 months ago. And I'm feeling very good with my medication when it comes to my mental health. But my libido just vanished into thin air. Like I don't have any sex drive anymore. I have stress at work too. Life overall seems to be really stressful, and for his side it's exactly the same. He's in education right now. He got his hair transplanted lately, so he has to take DHT blockers in order to get his hair growing, and that made his libido die too. For some reason he doesn't really have sex anymore, but both of us really want to, but none of us really has the desire to do it. Because of our medication and the stressful life. As I said, he's really attractive to me, has a good dick, and we have really good sex. We always have had really good sex, really creative sex, so I'm not bored about that, but some reason I don't get the drive to get going. So my question is, what the fuck am I doing now? Because I'm 23 years old and I want to have a thriving sex life. And I don't want to stop taking my medication because of that. Because when I'm mentally ill, I don't want to have sex either. So please help me. Please help us, because we want to fuck each other. And nobody has a solution, how to solve this problem. So please solve my problem. Thank you. Bye. Love your podcast, by the way. Bye bye.
No pressure.
No pressure. No pressure at all. It makes me think of when I was 23 years old and I had no sex life. I was 22 and 23, both of those years when I was in graduate school.
Yeah.
Total fucking dry spell.
Really?
I was so upset about it. There are reasons. I had just gotten dumped by my 3-year girlfriend, Marissa, and I was sad and depressed. I was like going to graduate school, and like the women they were all like a little older than me, and I had this sort of like little brother energy, which is not hot.
Not hot.
I was living in Los Angeles, and dating in LA is hard. I mean, dating anywhere is hard, but like, there's also like, I'm just like, all these fucking beauty queens.
Dude, LA is a whole thing.
It's a whole thing. So I imagined that I was
Yeah.
going to have a swinging from chandeliers sex life when I was 23, because my favorite song was What's My Age Again by Blink-182. And that song is about being 23.
Yeah.
And just like dating and
You're like,
fucking.
oh, this is my life.
Yes, but turns out. So I'm really upset too. Solve my
Wow,
problem.
That's a bummer.
Hmm.
So now it's all on me?
Now it's all on you, Alex.
I don't know. I was fucking at 23. So I don't know that life. I don't know that life. I think it's solve the problem. I mean, there's so many things here,
There's
right?
a lot of things here.
Y'all were having really hot sex in the beginning.
Hmm.
He sounds like he was very creative. Y'all were having crazy sex.
It's got that good dick.
That good dick. We
That
love
good
that
dick.
for you.
Yes.
We love that for you.
Mhm.
The good dick is still there.
Oh, it's still there.
It's just dormant.
Yeah.
She's dormant. Can we refer to dicks as she?
You can.
I love that.
Go for it.
I was looking at, this is like a little tangent,
Uh-huh.
something on Instagram today, and it was like, what are some subtle, like feminist digs that you do?
Mhm.
And I think mine is going to be referring to dicks as she.
Yeah. I
Ooh,
mean,
she's so hard.
I
Ooh, she's so big. She's so hard.
think
Wow.
he gets to gender his own dick, but I love that you're
Not
going
in
for
my
it.
America. Not today. Anyway, yeah, you got that good dick. We love this for you.
Mhm.
Oh, but the letdown of it all. Like, we were going hard in the beginning.
Mhm. Crazy sex.
Crazy. And now it's like not that way anymore.
Which is, so let's, there's grief there.
There's grief
sadness. Let's honor it.
How many times do you say that in your sessions?
Every time.
I say it truly in every. Oh, there's some grief
There's
here.
some grief there.
There's some grief.
Mm-hmm.
Let's hold that.
Mm-hmm.
Let's hold that.
So also, like, maybe the expectation of what you thought 23 or what you thought sex at 23 was going to look like. It's not.
Did you think it was a Blink-182 song?
You too thought it was Blink-182.
Yeah.
What's my age again? What's
Yeah.
my age again?
Were Travis, Mark, and Tom
Yeah.
misleading you?
They
Is that
misled me.
them?
That's them.
Yeah.
Good job.
Hi, Blink-182. Yeah, maybe you feel misled. It's not what you imagined.
And so a lot of times our imaginations of what our future is going to look like doesn't actually match reality, and that's a
Sure.
real fucking letdown.
Yeah.
And this is also a really normal thing that happens in relationships. You two are getting really hot and heavy at the beginning. It was
Sure.
going really well. There's a little bit of a speed bump, and then you figured it out and had even more hot sex. And then life got in the way. Life is stressful. Mental health issues are happening. He's taking care of his body and getting his, hair transplant. Like, this is all like good things that you're doing for yourselves,
Yeah.
self-care, but it's getting in the way of your libido.
And you said both of you are navigating medical stuff, which is inherently destabilizing and stressful. You're navigating work stuff, which is stressful. And there is nothing worse for your libido than stress. There's like no faster way to cock block you.
Life is cock blocking you.
Yeah.
And I think that you should just allow that to be for a while instead of like trying really hard to fix it and have really hot fucking sex while you're like putting more pressure on yourself in order to do
Yeah.
the crazy amazing sex. Just sort of like let that be. There's ebbs and flows in long-term relationships when it comes to sex.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of times you both have a lot of desire at the same time, and or not a lot of times, but sometimes you match each other's desires, and then other
You
times
don't know their life.
I don't know your life, but I imagine that like, you know, it's actually pretty difficult for like desire to match at the same
Yeah, it's
time.
often mismatched.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And sometimes you both are, you know, feeling not so hot, and we need to allow that to happen.
I just learned that DHT blockers
Uh-huh.
will lower your testosterone.
Yes.
Yeah.
You do that in order to make your hair grow, but
Uh-huh.
that makes it so that your testosterone goes down and your libido goes down with it.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
So this is all very normal. Everything, I mean, it sucks, but your libido and desire lowering is
Mm-hmm.
normal with like what's going on right now.
Yeah, and I don't know enough about ADHD meds being a factor, but you can always talk to your prescriber
Mhm.
about maybe an alternative that wouldn't affect your libido.
Mhm. Okay, I want to take a really quick break to talk about my favorite way to find a doctor. Have you heard of ZocDoc.com, Alex?
Is that a free app and website where I can search for doctors in my area based on varying criteria like insurance, reviews,
Yes.
Availability? Is
Yeah,
that it?
That's it. You have heard of it.
Oh, cool.
I'm obsessed. I honestly, this is the way that I find my doctors. It's quick, it's easy. I love reading through the reviews, the patient reviews, because I'm looking for somebody who has really good bedside manner and can get me in and out. Highly recommend. It's really good. Have you ever used the website, Alex?
Oh, yeah, I've used the website.
Yeah, did
I
you
use
find a
it.
doctor?
I found various doctors.
Yeah.
So many Zoc doctors on there.
No, it's really, really good. It has been around for a very long time. And they also have just like really good user experience on the website. I don't know if anybody really cares about that.
But you care about
But
that.
I care about
You're
that.
passionate about user
I am
experience.
passionate about user experience, and that's no joke.
Yeah. Well, you know, you got to stop putting off those doctor's appointments and go to ZocDoc.com/solve to find and instantly book a top rated doctor today. That's ZocDoc.com/solved. ZocDoc.com/solved. Can I propose a middle ground
I'd
to
love to hear
like between force hot sex and never have hot sex again?
Hmm.
If your spontaneous desire isn't there, why not like lean into responsive desire? You might not be like have that drive, that initial drive, but like what happens if there's a low stress? We're not focusing on outcome. We're just gonna like hang out and snuggle and maybe touch each other's bodies. And do you even want to make out? Maybe you start making out and you get super horny and you get super into it.
Then fine. But no, we're not focusing on like the goal of
No.
having an orgasm
No pressure.
or penis and vagina. We're just like having some form of intimacy, and it doesn't have to be physical, but it
Yeah.
could turn into that
Yeah.
if it feels right.
Is there a better word we can use than horny?
Desirous,
Desirous.
turned on.
Oh, okay. Better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you both feel turned on,
All horned up.
or okay, that's not better. I think that makes it worse.
This is super astrologist, like so wet.
Okay.
Sloppy.
Yeah. Sure. Wet, sloppy, horned up, turned on. Then if you feel inspired organically to, you know, what do they say? Put your what do they call the dude piston in your
What are you
squish
doing right
mitten?
now?
What is that?
Squish mitten?
I'm trying to think of like
You're like making fun of me for like leaning into the horny thing, but like, what is this?
I thought we were like having fun.
Yeah, if
coming
you're
up with
trying to
names.
park that Big Mac truck right in your little garage.
Yeah, if you're trying to throw a hot dog down the hallway.
Uh-huh.
No? Okay.
The all you can eat
Okay.
seafood buffet.
Okay, stop it.
Hello?
If it turns into that, it turns into that. But if you schedule intimacy, that feels really not romantic. Putting a fucking event on the Google Calendar.
I don't think so.
I don't think so either, but some people do.
Yeah, some people aren't into it, but you can make it super hot.
You could make it super hot. And there's also this thing, what's her name? I can't remember her name. I'll try to remember
Esther
her name.
Perel.
No. Some other person who talks about sexual currency. And a lot of times when you're like in a relationship and it turns into a long-term relationship, eventually you get to the point where it's just like you're texting them, did you fucking take the garbage out? Are you picking up dinner? What should we
Sure.
even eat?
Yeah.
There's no sexual currency in
No,
that.
you're-
But before there was like you're sending sexy pictures to each other. You're like naturally kind of flirting with each other. And even though you thought you had spontaneous desire for each other at the beginning, it was probably a lot of responsive desire because you were planning to fuck each other when you saw each other the next time.
Yeah.
And there was this like build up and tension. Now you have to create that on your
Yeah.
own because it's not totally built in like it was before. And that's the sexual currency that you need to get back. So send a sexy picture, do a little pat on the ass, like a long, deep kiss before you
Good game.
leave the house. You know what I'm talking about.
I do know what you're talking
know what I'm
about.
talking
Yeah. Good hustle. Love that. Love that little butt. Yeah, I think building sexual currency is a great idea.
Yeah.
I want to know who said that. Figure it out.
Okay, I'll
Google
figure
it.
it out. Yeah.
ChatGPT it.
I will.
Oh, no, I'm talking to our audience also.
Oh, you will.
Yeah, do your own
Carol,
research.
Her name is Carol something. She's
Burnett.
from the UK. No,
Oh, no. Okay.
it'll come back to me as
Yeah.
we continue on.
You want to take a deep breath or something?
No.
No? Okay.
What else? Is there anything else?
I think that's it.
I think you need to accept where you are. I think you might need to talk to a doctor.
Yeah.
Talk
Talk to your therapist about it.
Talk to your therapist.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry that you feel so helpless and
Yeah.
powerless. That really sucks. There's grief. There's ebbs and flows. It'll come back. Allow yourself to not have sex if you're not feeling like you want to have sex, and
Yeah.
focus on like the companionate part, the companionship of the relationship. That is the thing that like makes long-term relationships happy and successful.
Yeah. Stay affectionate.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Be cute.
Keep up the good work. You got it.
Good job, team.
Wow.
Did you like that?
Yeah, I feel like I feel like that was cleaner, tidier, but less fun. But maybe it's because that was like a serious question.
Hi, Jeff and Alex. My question actually was inspired by one of the comments on your recent post about opposite sex friendships, what's okay, what's not okay, and what to look out for if your partner is still friends with somebody they previously had, a sort of friends with benefits set up with, what's okay, what's not okay. This is coming from somebody who is, I suppose, dating for the first time in their 30s. I am in a long-term relationship now, but I came out of a very, very long one. So it all feels a bit new, and navigating what is and isn't normal now in my mid-30s is quite different than when I started my last relationship in my late teens. So yeah, any insight on opposite sex friendships and friends with previous FWBs would be most appreciated.
You know what I like about her?
What?
She's living her life and leaving a question at the same time.
She's like, I don't give a fuck.
I don't
I'm
give a
parking
fuck.
the car.
Yeah. And I'm just sending this to them. I'm not like trying to find a quiet space.
No.
I don't care if they can't really hear exactly what I'm saying. It's kind of urgent.
Yeah.
I want to know what's up.
I want to know what's up.
Yeah, good for you.
Yeah.
Good for you. A little difficult for us. A little difficult for us.
I didn't love the beeps.
I didn't like the
I'm
beeps.
sensitive to beeps.
I know.
I'm really beep sensitive.
So am I.
Yeah. This is such a straight question. This is such like a
Let's acknowledge that.
heterosexual question.
Which is okay.
As your resident queer,
Yeah, I'm not.
Jeff's definitely not, but I definitely
Whoa,
am.
hold on. Definitely not.
Jeff's definitely not.
Everyone's a little queer.
Everyone, okay, but Jeff's not
Why
weird.
can't you be a little straight?
Excuse me?
Do you know what that's from?
I don't. Is it from a
Weezer.
musical?
It's from Weezer's Pinkerton
That's
album.
the straightest thing I've ever
Pink
heard.
Triangle. Everyone's a little queer.
Oh,
Why
yeah.
can't you be a little straight?
As a
done
lesbian.
I thought I had
Yeah.
found the one.
You want to keep
We
going?
were
Okay.
good as married in my mind, but married in my mind's no good. Oh, pink triangle on her sleeve.
Yeah, it's a good one. It's a great album.
Okay. All right.
Um,
Because you were kind of talking shit about it for a second there. when
I
you
just
weren't
have
recognizing
beef
it.
with Rivers. I have personal beef with Rivers.
You have personal beef with Rivers?
Yeah.
Oh, do you want to get into it?
Yeah, I think he's like a little. Maybe that's how you're getting red pilled.
Oh,
It's through Rivers.
It's through Rivers.
Yeah, he's a fucking misogynist.
that's how I'm getting red pilled.
Yeah.
I mean, he leaned into his misogyny in the Pinkerton album, and he got a lot of feedback.
Yeah, but that was a different time.
I miss those times. Oh, how I miss
You know, the
those.
good old days. Yeah, this is such
Is it straight?
a heterosexual question because queer people are friends with their exes.
Yeah.
We're just all friends with our exes.
Yeah.
It's not a big deal. And then you just like fold them in. Obviously, they're the ones that you're not friends with, but it's not because like there's attraction there.
No.
It's just like, no, they're no good.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we keep people around.
Uh-huh.
So maybe challenge some of those. I don't know. Challenge. Challenge yourself.
She wants us to tell her what to do. So we can just come from our perspective and tell her exactly how we want her to be.
I mean, I want to validate that like
Sure.
she has some feels
Sure.
about did she even talk about her feelings or am I just fully projecting?
I think she like insinuated
Yeah.
that she has feelings.
Okay, maybe you are nervous about your partner still engaging with
Sure.
an ex
Yeah.
or a past friends with benefits.
That makes sense.
Your feelings make sense.
Hmm. This is also very, like you were saying, this feels hetero. It also feels, I don't know, a little like monogamy, toxic monogamy, possibly.
Yeah.
That like somebody who's hanging out with the gender that they're attracted to, it means that that's dangerous somehow.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't have to be. You can be friends with somebody who has the gender who you're attracted to, and that can be fine. You can still be friends with them and have boundaries.
Yeah, there's like this whole thing here about, and I think this is probably, again, like the gender of it all. It's like probably this like stereotype about men, which says like, oh, they're just like, once they get horny, once they're turned on or if they're attracted, they just like can't control themselves.
Yeah.
Where it's like, no, you totally fucking can.
Yeah, I totally can. Speaking on behalf of all men.
Yeah, please. Yes, all men.
I can control myself when I'm horny. There's no such thing as blue balls.
Yeah.
I'm just throwing that in there.
Yeah,
I don't know if that has anything to do with
Address
anything.
all of the men things. Do it. Top 10 men things. You got it. You got it.
And you know what? It's going to be fine. I was put on the spot.
You're doing great.
No, I'm not.
No, you are. No blue balls.
No blue balls. Even if I feel attracted to somebody,
Yeah.
I can just let it be there in the air. I don't have to act on it.
Yeah.
I'm not, I can control whether or not, if a woman is like wearing like hot shit and they're showing their cleavage, it's not distracting to me unless I decide that it's distracting to me. Like it's not the woman's job to, so
Yeah.
there's like, I'm fine. We're fine.
Yeah.
And men sometimes get to hide behind this whole thing of like, I can't control myself. I'm an animal. Like there's these urges that I
Yeah,
have to
and,
act
like,
on. It's not true.
The whole patriarchy enforces it. It's like the whole like boys will be boys bullshit.
Right. So,
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, like the question is like, can you be friends with someone that you once dated or are still attracted to? And the answer is yes.
yeah, 100%.
Like have some fucking self-control.
Exactly.
Or-
What?
Oh, I said, or don't be in like a relationship structure that prevents you from acting on that.
Right. Yeah, there's that too. There are some people though that might have like developed some sort of like I don't know, inappropriate relationship with somebody and they don't know how to have those boundaries.
Yeah.
You get to decide if you feel like, I mean, he gets to create those boundaries
Sure.
and you can try to figure out like if you feel like he's keeping those boundaries and
Yeah.
that feels safe and secure.
Yeah. And I think as long as you're, doing that in a way where it's like, you're recognizing like where your shit ends and like you're controlling somebody else's behavior begins.
Mm-hmm.
And also, yeah, maybe you've had an experience where someone's like cheated or been, what's the word? Like omitted something or been like duplicitous in some way. And then like, yeah, your insecurity is totally fair and historically founded.
Yeah. And you can bring that up and ask for reassurance. And
Yeah.
So is it okay for them to hang out with a gender that they're attracted to? Yes. Is it okay for them to hang out with somebody that they used to hook up with or friends with benefits
Yeah.
situation? Sure. As long as everything is on the up and up, there's transparency, there's honesty. I would encourage you to go meet these people so that they're like full human beings.
Oh yeah, dispel the
Yeah.
the mystery, demystify this person
Mhm.
because that's where all of like that projection
Yeah,
lies.
exactly.
It's not okay.
Wow.
Parking your car or whatever the fuck you were doing while you were sending in that question.
Have some decency.
I was gonna say, have some respect.
Yeah, have some respect.
What are you doing?
Who are you talking to?
What are you doing?
Fucking Jeff and Alex.
Yeah.
A top podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, top my mom's favorite podcast.
Hi, Mom.
Hi, Mom. Problem solved?
Problem solved.
Yeah.
The next question was written in.
Oh.
And even though we don't encourage people to write in questions, sometimes they're so good that we'll read them. And so Alex is going to be our reader.
I'm going to do a dramatic reading of this question.
When
Hang
you're
on,
ready.
Let me find it. Hello, Jeff and Alex. What are your thoughts on sperm donation? Pardon me. My fiance is unemployed at the moment, but working full-time on building a business. He's applied to be a sperm donor, and got an appointment to do the intake test. Supposedly, they pay $100 per visit.
It's true.
Is it?
Hmm.
Wow.
More in some states. But go on. Sorry.
Is this
Oh, I've looked
patriarchy?
into it. Keep on going.
Oh, okay. And people can donate every 3. Whoa, you can donate every 3 days.
Yeah.
Donate sperm. We both tried other side gigs such as DoorDash. Oh my God, this is amazing. I haven't read through this question yet. We both tried other side gigs such as DoorDash, Instacart, and plasma donation. But we've had many problems doing these things, and the return isn't worth it in our experience. Love that. Good. Value yourself. I've told him on 2 occasions that I'm not comfortable with him being a sperm donor, but it seems the need for money is more important than what I want. I'd plans to have a family with him in the future, but our future is very uncertain, and my issues with donating lies with a bunch of his spawns out there in the his spawns out there in the world, making our kids less unique and special in my eyes. Whoa.
Yeah. Interesting take, right?
Sounds harsh, but those are the only words I can put together to say what I think. Am I being silly? Thanks.
You silly goose.
You being a silly
You being a
goose.
silly goose.
Damn. What do you think about a bunch of your spawns being out there?
Before we get there, I was a poor college kid in graduate
Oh
school.
my God, do you have spawns?
I was a poor graduate school student.
Mm.
This was when I was 22 and 23. What's my age again? I'm not getting laid. What the fuck? This was my dry spell.
Trying to jerk off into a cup.
I'm jerking off like my life depends on
I
it
bet you
because
were.
it kind of did.
Yeah.
And I was like, I should get paid for this.
Yeah.
So I looked into donating sperm, being
Uh-huh.
a sperm donor.
Ugh. Uh-huh.
And well, back then the prices were a little different because
Inflation.
Inflation.
Gotta
This
factor
was
in.
2003, 2004 prices. You have to fill out like a long application,
Yeah.
and then the last question on the application
Yeah.
determines how much you're going to get paid. Am I going to get paid $60 per donation or $80 per donation?
What is the question?
Do you have any guesses as to what is like the most important question that would influence
Like,
the
what are
amount?
people looking for in sperm?
That's the right way to think about it, but also
I think they
think
want,
outside the box. Because it's just a question. It's just a question I have to answer. It's not like a I mean, I guess it could be, but it's just a question of like my preference.
graduate education.
No. The question was,
Are you white?
what?
Racist ass sperm donation facilities.
The question was
Straight.
when your spawn turns 18,
Yeah.
will you allow them to contact you?
Oh.
If you say no, $60 per donation. If you say yes, $80 per donation.
Hold on.
Uh-huh.
Hold the phone.
Okay.
$20 extra.
But it's 3 times per week, and I'm doing it every week. So like that adds up
Sure.
to 60. So $240 extra dollars a month.
Doing some fast math.
Yeah.
Okay, so you get a discount for never having to be involved in this child's life.
No.
Yes.
I get paid
$60.
less.
That's what I said.
Well, no, it's not discount. I want to get paid more.
Well, yeah, you want to get paid more, but they are paying people less
They pay people less.
to waive their rights to see this child.
Yes, but if you're like, I guess they're looking at like if you're brave, I don't know. If
If
you're
you're
like,
brave, you get 20 extra bucks.
if you like want to hang out with your kid when they're 18 with your spawn, I
Great
guess,
job, Dad.
Then they'll give you an extra $20.
That's wild.
Yes.
That is wild.
What do you think I did?
I bet you took the 60.
You don't think I said you can contact me when you're 18?
From what I know about you.
Oh my goodness. I mean, this is a great guess, but
You said 80? You said you want that spawn to contact you?
I said, I can't answer this question. I'm not going to do it.
You didn't do it.
I didn't do it. Because I ruminated and obsessed and talked to all my friends. Like, what do I do? And I was like, I don't know what the right answer
You
is.
waive
here.
your spawn rights. You get that $60.
That didn't feel okay.
3 times a week.
But I was like, they should be able to contact me, shouldn't they? And the fact that I don't want them to, I feel like, ugh,
Yeah, but some people don't even want that from you.
yeah.
Some people might be like, I don't want any
Mm-hmm.
spawners who want to have a relationship with their kids.
Sure. I know, you know what? It was too much for me to figure out.
You were but a child.
I was but a child.
Yeah.
What's my age again?
And you know who else is but a child?
This caller.
All of these spawns.
All these spawns.
All this dude's potential spawns out
It's
here.
such a funny, I don't know, it's such an interesting way to look at it that if she had kids with him and there was other kids that he made out there, then her kids would be less unique.
Yeah, that's wild.
That's kind of a wild take, and we love your transparency.
I mean, yeah, if that's how you feel, then that's how you feel.
Hmm. But don't feel that.
But the way you feel is wrong and bad, and you're wrong and bad for feeling that way.
If you
Go ahead.
I mean, I want her to change the way she feels, but there's nothing I can do about that.
I want to validate how she feels because that's how she feels.
Okay, fine. You're better than me, I guess.
But like, yeah, how you feel is wrong and bad. It's wrong. It's wrong, and you're wrong.
He gets to choose. It's his body. It's his sperm. My body, my choice. Does that count for a man?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I think
Sure.
it does.
That counts for men's bodies.
Yeah, don't police his body.
Mhm.
ACAB, babe. What are you doing? What are you doing? Also, like, it's just I don't agree with it. I don't
Yeah.
agree with this. But it kind of feels like a challenge to like the wicked stepmother archetype,
Hmm.
where it's like the kid that isn't mine
Mm-hmm.
should be the
Mm-hmm.
bad one.
Right.
Right. But she's devaluing her own kids if he has a bunch of others.
Yeah. Why?
I don't get it.
I don't get it.
Yeah, I validate your feelings, but I don't understand them. And I don't have to.
And if this I mean, you get to decide if this is a deal breaker for you or if this is a step too far. Then,
But you were saying that DoorDash wasn't really worth it for you. This is $100 a week, 3 times a week.
yeah,
That's supplemental.
it
Get
will
it.
get in the way of their sex life because you
Why?
can't orgasm any other time. If you're donating every couple days, you have to save it for your donation.
I took a class,
A donation class.
No, I took a sperm class. Weird. No, it was a class by this. She's like a local teacher. It was about like tracking your fertility. And she was giving us some statistics about sperm and cervical fluid and their interaction. And did you know that sperm, like 5% of your sperm is actually viable?
That's right. You told me this.
Like our grandfather's sperm,
how viable?
like
was that?
40 to 50% viable.
What is going on?
Plastics,
Plastic,
microplastics,
PFAS,
stress, like weird supplements.
Too much Mario Kart.
When
you hold the controller right against your dick. This is true.
It feels great.
It feels so good. But you're killing so many sperms.
Yeah. Yeah, get out of there.
Get out of there.
Yeah, so that's, I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe he won't even have any spawns. Maybe his sperm's bad. Bad sperm.
Get that sperm out of there.
Get that sperm out of there. You know what? Another thing that this doctor said?
What?
That cervical fluid will feed the sperm. Like sperm will feed off of the cervical fluid.
Oh, yeah.
And help it stay alive for what, 5 days, up to 5 days. But for the bad sperms that are no good and they're just like swimming in circles, decapitates them.
Wow. Fucked up.
It's amazing. Amazing.
The human body.
Oh, just what a marvel.
A miracle.
What a miracle.
Your body is a wonderland. Can you do that impression?
No.
No, good.
Ha.
Yeah.
Ha. It's like really breathy. He's really breathy.
I can't do a breathy.
Yeah, I'm not going to do
Okay,
it.
fine. Moving on.
I'll practice later. We'll return. Anyway, I hope this helps. Your sperm question. What was her question even? Just like, what do I do? Am I being silly? Yes.
Yeah, you're being silly.
Yeah.
Problem solved.
Done.
We've got time for one more question.
One more.
Hi, Jeff and Alex. First, I want to say that I love the pod. You guys are so fucking funny. And I'd really appreciate some insight on this little situation I've got going on. So, for some context, I'm 24 and I've been dating my boyfriend who's 25 for about 6 months. And when we first started seeing each other, he was honest with me and told me that he wasn't fully over his ex and was having a hard time accepting that the relationship had ended. Yikes. He explained that they broke up not because the love was gone, but because of circumstances. They were in different places in life and couldn't make things work logistically. And that was really hard for me to hear, but I chose to continue seeing him because I cherished the connection that we had, and I trusted that with time and space, he'd be able to move forward. And over time, things did shift. He told me that he's accepted that the relationship is over and that his feelings for me are real and serious. And he's shown up for me consistently and has really been present in ways that make me feel cared for. And I genuinely feel that he's serious about building something with me. However, I found myself struggling more emotionally as our relationship has grown more serious. In the beginning, I felt like I could stay present and grounded, and I accepted that he had a past, and I didn't feel threatened by it. But now that we've built a deeper emotional connection and there's a real commitment between us, the idea of his ex has started to bother me in ways that it didn't before. And even though their contact is infrequent. Just knowing that they occasionally talk makes me feel not so awesome. I find myself comparing myself to her, wondering if what they had was deeper or if he still holds her up on a pedestal in some way that I'll never be able to live up to. And it's brought up a lot of old wounds, feelings of being second best, not fully chosen, or needing to earn someone's love. And even though I know he's chosen me and we're in a different kind of relationship, I can't seem to stop replaying these thoughts in my head. So I guess my questions are, how do I stop competing with his past in my mind, even when his present actions are reassuring? How can I honor these difficult feelings without making him responsible for resolving them? And how do I work toward feeling enough without needing constant proof? Okay, that's it. I love y'all so much. Thank you. Bye.
Yikes. Yikes.
Yikes.
I'll take one yike.
Yikes.
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 Uh-huh.
We're just like, we loved the yikes that you said. We're not yikesing you. Are you yikesing her?
Yikes.
There you go. Yikes.
Yikes. Wow, yikes.
Wow, yikes.
What if we just ended the podcast here? Wow.
I loved that yikes.
Wow, that's really hard. Yikes.
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 Yikes. Is this good content?
This is reminding me of like a Pete Holmes thing
Yeah. Why?
where,
Oh,
what?
go ahead. I think
Smallest
I know.
smile?
Yeah, smallest smile. This is not going to work on the podcast.
I love smallest smile. Yeah, just like say yikes as sad as you can.
Yikes.
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 Anyway,
I think our episodes get goofier as the episode goes on. We get real
because
goofy.
we're tired and
towards the-
hungry.
Yeah, we're tired
I
and
just
hungry.
keep thinking about French fries.
Oh, right, we're getting French fries. Where are we going to get French fries?
Who has the best French fries?
Do you want like a poutine, like a place like
No.
has like lots of fries? What's the cart? Potato Champion.
I do not want. No,
Okay.
a poutine is. Who likes a poutine?
Okay. So here's the thing. Did you see that like recent survey study about the most unhealthy burgers and which burger is the healthiest unhealthy burger? Fast food burger?
What's that? Can I guess?
Yeah. So out of all the fast food places,
Mm.
I want you to guess what is the healthiest unhealthy burger and what is the unhealthiest unhealthy burger.
Unhealthiest unhealthy burger, McDonald's.
No.
Healthiest healthy burger, Burger King.
No. Healthiest unhealthy burger, McDonald's. Right?
Huh?
So they graded it on some sort of, they gave numbers, and McDonald's scored a 17 on how unhealthy.
Out of what?
Out of a certain amount of numbers.
1,000.
So they got 17. The bigger the number you got, the more unhealthy your burger was.
Okay.
17 was McDonald's. Do you know what the most unhealthy burger is?
Hardee's.
Carl's Jr.
Rallies.
No.
Wendy's.
It's actually really close by to us currently.
Wait.
Like 5 blocks away.
Five Guys.
Five Guys. Five Guys scored a 50.
What?
Yeah. So McDonald's is 17. Five Guys is like 3 times more unhealthy.
Why?
Because of the, what are the bad fats?
Trans fats.
Trans fats. We don't support trans fats.
Oh no!
Yes.
Red pill. Fuck.
There's so many trans fats. And you know who got the most unhealthy fries? Five Guys.
Because of the trans fat.
Yeah, because the trans fats. Well, trans fats. Once again. Problem solved?
Problem solved.
Problem solved.
Yikes. Yikes. Okay, let's answer this question.
Okay, sure.
I mean, I just feel for her.
I feel for her, and I just want to say it's okay that he had a special relationship that was really intimate and good and close and fun, and you don't need to compare yourself to it. He didn't cheat on you.
Jeff's
because
trying to get these French fries. He's just really fucking blazing through this.
I want Five Guys French fries.
I don't want the bad
Okay,
fries.
well, then McDonald's.
No, we're not going.
Oh,
We're going to go
okay.
to like.
Do you want like a poutine? like
No,
potato chip?
I'm so infuriated. Who wants poutine? It's not good. Brown gravy is bad gravy.
Oh.
Come for me, fucking Canadians. Poutine is bad.
You don't like brown gravy?
I
Canceled.
love trans fats. Oh no, this is bad.
This is bad.
This is bad.
Don't cut it out.
We're keeping it
We're
in.
keeping it in.
That's what she said.
There you go.
And finally turning into Jeff. We all have a past.
Mhm.
We all have a past. We have all dated. We've all eaten fries. We've all dated people before. Well, I guess a lot of
Well,
us
not
have dated
everybody.
people before. Fair point. Fair point. Well,
Actually,
a lot of us have pasts. I mean, at this point in our lives,
in you and me's lives.
in you and me's lives,
Uh-huh.
we've dated so many people.
Oh my God, so many people.
Yeah. And that, like, to expect that someone wouldn't have had a special person.
I hold a special place in my heart for a handful of really special people that I've dated.
And I do it in a better way because I'm queer and I'm still friends with them. I guess you're still friends
I'm
with
still
some of your
friends with
exes.
exes too.
Yeah.
You.
Yeah. Okay.
You.
You. But the questions, how do I not make this his job?
You.
Are you
I'm doing
okay?
it better than you.
Being friends with my exes?
Yeah,
I am doing it
liked
better
that
than you.
energy. I just liked that energy.
Let's
It was very
compete here.
competitive. Yeah,
Should we
yeah.
arm wrestle?
Oh, I will fucking demolish you. Have you
Dude.
seen this lately? Can this be on the video? Is this a clip?
What
Is this
about
the clip?
this one?
Yeah, but what about this
What
one?
about this
What we're showing our muscles. And oh my God, I'm huge.
Oh,
I'm huge.
That's like a weird thing. Maybe I need to go to a dermatologist.
Yeah, I don't. I need to go to the gun store and I need to sell these guns. How does it
You
go?
need to, that's
Someone needs to sell
you
these
need
guns.
to go to the gun store and you need to sell those guns. You need the tickets for the gun show.
Oh yeah, I need to sell tickets for the gun show.
Yeah.
Is the person that asked this question, are they so furious at us right now?
Do you know where the beach is?
It's right there. It's down there, right? It's right out there. We're having a lot of fun. I'm
How do I
flexing
not
my
make
muscles.
this his job? To reassure me.
Oh, it's not his job to reassure you.
She knows.
You make that decision is how you make that his job.
Ugh.
That you're just like, well, you're going to. This is also kind of like a poly thing versus a monogamy thing. I think that a lot of times, and especially kind of like a hetero thing, lots of hetero monogamous people, when they feel jealous
Yeah.
and insecure, they make it their partner's problem. I'm jealous. You make me feel better.
Make me feel
I'm jealous.
better.
You can't fucking see that person
Yeah.
anymore. I'm jealous. I'm going to control your life so that I don't feel jealous anymore.
Yeah.
But a more like queer poly way to handle the jealousy. What you made a face.
I just like feel like you can't really speak on behalf of the queer poly community.
Do you want to take over?
I mean, I'm not a poly person, but on behalf of the queer
On behalf
community
of the queers.
and so many of us,
Mhm.
queer or not,
Uh-huh.
like we outsource our nervous system to our partners.
Oh, sure.
And so we're like, "Ugh, I feel agitated. You make me feel better. You
Right.
regulate me.
Yes.
But it's
Oh my
our
God.
job.
Now you're so fucking dependent on that person to be regulated.
It's not good.
That's no good.
It's not a good dynamic.
Mm-mm.
It's a little like parental.
Mm-hmm. It's not hot. That's not
No,
hot.
and yeah, it is like the antithesis of desire, right?
Sure.
Like this like caretaking.
Mhm.
Because as we've talked about, I guess not exactly, but you don't want to fuck your parents, right? You might want to fuck your siblings,
Mm-mm.
but not your parents.
I'm not getting into that.
Um,
Don't stop sending us your questions about
Yeah.
sibling fucking too.
I could not possibly.
I was
talk
gonna,
about it
I was gonna
anymore.
talk about it again. Alex, shut that shit down.
I don't want to do it. We had a very thoughtful voicemail
Yeah.
from some woman.
Uh-huh.
And thank you. I loved your take. You're right. We've already been red pilled. This is a disaster. This is a disaster.
disaster.
This is
This is
a
a disaster.
failed experiment.
Mhm.
We're fully imploding. Anyway,
So you can self-soothe, you can handle it on your
self-soothe,
own.
take responsibility for
Yes.
yourself. And maybe, like, I wonder what you're projecting onto this person.
Oh yeah.
Like, you're saying, you know, I wonder if, like, he's putting her on a pedestal, but, like, you're putting her on a pedestal.
Totally.
She's a real human.
Uh-huh. She's a real doll.
She's a real doll.
Uh-huh.
The perfect woman. Great tits. Never
Mm-hmm.
ages. You do have to replace her every few years. Have you seen documentaries about, like,
You have to replace her?
oh, like the
The
material that she's made of? Well,
Uh-huh.
it like
It'll
you need
pill?
to get gross.
It pills.
Pills. Not like Cozy Earth. Cozy Earth sheets never pill.
They never pill.
They probably have the same shelf life though. I guess it depends on how you treat your real doll.
Oh, I would just
Careful.
care for that doll.
Yeah, you would.
I would care for that
That's
doll.
right. You would care so hard for
Mhm.
her.
Yeah.
I watched a wild documentary in my sex therapy training,
Uh-huh.
where, man, people are just like really beating up those real dolls.
They're going at it.
They're going
If
at
you're going to
it.
beat something up, it might as well be a real doll.
I mean, yeah, better a doll than a human, but
That's
also
what they say.
like
That's what they say.
slogan.
That's the name of the episode. Better a doll than a human. Adam, that is the name of the episode.
Sponsored by Real Dolls.
We didn't get into our groove in this episode until this last question.
I think we need to get weird.
I think we need to get fries.
Oh, we do need to get fries. Wait, but I want to help her.
Yeah, I'm waiting.
Stop putting her on a pedestal.
You're
You know
doing
what
it.
I like to do when I'm putting people on pedestals?
What?
I write out, like, what am I projecting onto this person?
Mm-hmm.
And then I try to think of all of the things that, like, just make them a real human.
Mm-hmm.
And if I know those things, then, like, I list them out.
Mm-hmm.
If I don't know those things, then I'll be like, they take a shit. They shit just like
Okay.
every other human.
I wasn't following for a second. I just
You looked supremely worried, so concerned. Like, yeah, this person farts and shits,
Uh-huh.
and they do all of the things that make us like weird, messy humans. She's probably not special.
yeah.
What's
she's
happening
probably-
for you?
I'm thinking of my shits and how sometimes they're so good that you can like package that. I want to like, what if you could like package these shits and sell them at New Seasons or
At
Whole
New
Foods?
Seasons.
They're that good.
On OnlyFans.
Also, it seems like this is more of like a self-esteem, self-worth issue.
Yeah.
If you boosted your self-esteem and self-worth, then maybe you wouldn't be sort of ruminating or comparing yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ask for reassurance. It's okay to ask for reassurance.
It's okay, but don't make that the primary way that you're going to feel better.
No, get that as like a supplement to the
Little cherry on
reassurance you're
top.
giving yourself.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't do that for yourself, then you're just going to be like a bucket with holes in it.
Yeah.
Like it won't land.
Mm-hmm. You're just going to be a real doll with holes in it.
But you do it for yourself.
Everyone's a little queer.
Babies out here doing it for
Why
themselves.
can't you be a little straight?
Okay.
That's it.
That's it.
I think that's it.
Yes.
Sorry about that last one. We're going to get some fries.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Okay. Bye.
Problems. Okay. We fight them to